Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Stockport. I'm still getting used to saying that. I've nearly said rebuilding Wimbledon and rebuilding Portsmouth on multiple occasions in the outtakes already. And I know I said this in the last video, but god, this save is fun to play so far. It really bloody is. But before we get into anything else, it's time to thank new patrons. I wanted to do it at the start of the week like I normally do, but obviously with the way the series is coming out, I thought it'd be best if we just left it a little while. But this week it is Hugo Chan, so thank you so much for that, man. All the rest of you guys that are already over there, that is incredible. Thank you for your support on the channel, and everyone else that just watches the videos, and that is a lot of you lately, which is fantastic. Also, those of you over on the Patreon that are on the tiers that allow you to sponsor players in the save, now that we've started Stockport properly, do get in touch through the Patreon messages or whatnot, and let me know which players in the team you'd like to sponsor. First come, first serve basis. Obviously, you can change it any time, so sort that out if you're interested. Now, it's been pointed out to me that there's a picture of Halifax Town fans in the intro. Now, that is obviously on me, because I was trying to get pictures of Edgeley Park, and I just saw blue and assumed it was Stockport fans. So I will try and get that one fixed out and re-rendered in a new intro. It might not be on this episode or the next one, but hopefully I'll get it fixed soon, because it's quite a long render. Bravo for the open DMs message. Sometimes talking is something that we need to keep fighting. Bringing this up again mainly because I wanted to say how awesome it was that some of you did reach out through Twitter or through the comments on YouTube, just talking about things and problems and stuff like that. And I think it's good to discuss this kind of stuff. I really, really do. Like, I know when I came back to YouTube, I said I was going to make a video about where I went, but man, shit's hard to talk about. And I will at some point, maybe on a stream when I can be a bit more relaxed about it. Formulating thoughts into a video is always very difficult for that kind of shit. But essentially, no matter how much shit's going on in your life, you can get through it with the help of the people around you, because you're stronger than you think. That's all I'm going to say on that. Out of curiosity, is there a reason you place so much importance on adaptability with staff members? Yeah, there is, because basically, this only really applies to scouts that I really do this, so my recruitment staff, essentially, although I've been caught saying it about other stuff too. Basically, and again, don't take what I'm saying for gospel, please never do that. This comes from a second hand. I can't remember where I read this, but essentially, when it comes to sending scouts to new countries, obviously that doesn't matter yet, if you want to send them there and get them to learn and pick up knowledge so that it actually shows up in your scouting knowledge down here, we'll just have a little look. So we have a limited amount of knowledge on England, Scotland, Denmark because of me, or Jonas in this case, and Wales. You can send scouts to certain countries when you get later in the game and have them sort of grow in their knowledge of that country. And I believe adaptability is one of the stats that allows them to improve faster and increase the knowledge of that area faster. That could be total bollocks, but that's what I read. So that is why I generally place a larger amount of adaptability on particularly recruitment stuff, essentially. Now, you might be wondering why I'm on the profile of Scott Duxbury, and that's because someone told me that they have a suspicion that he likes brass band music. That's all. We're going to move on now. Still trying to get this menu right. Yeah, so we lost at Kidderminster Harriers. I'm blaming the fact that it was 2 days after the last game, but I really can't say that because I'm pretty certain Kidderminster played on that day as well. Now, what it mostly comes down to is our system just was not compatible with the style of play. I've never seen a team play this type of system before. I believe on my old Frozen Fortune save, Silkeborg played something similar, but they had 3 centre mids in that tactic, whereas Kidderminster had a back 3 with a DM sitting in front, and it just congested the daylights out of this save. Wait, we want match stats here, not that. I only put that there so I can show you their formation. We were still the better side on the night, probably. Dominated the game, and they had very few chances, but they took them. The first one was a defensive error, and the second one, I actually can't remember what the second one was, but yeah, a 2-0 defeat to Kidderminster, not ideal. We should have done better, but we didn't. Which was a home game against Leamington, and a decent result. They're a struggling side in the league, so we expected to win this one. Connor DeMayo with the goal. I know it's DeMayo, not DeMayo. I'm mainly waiting so he has 5 goals so we can celebrate Stinko DeMayo. And yes, I stole that joke from the comments. And frankly, he's well on his way to that right now. They then did get an equaliser through Matt Stenson. Bit annoying, ball lumped to the back post. He was able to bring it down because he's a tall lad and put it in the back of the net. But Niall Bell gave us the winner, which is the key thing here. DeMayo was actually very, very good in this game. Key passes, scored a goal. Lovely old job. Got the win, most importantly. Next up was a resoundingly good performance against Boston United, which really should have resulted in more goals. We took the lead early on again through Connor DeMayo. That's his 3rd goal of the season already. We then added one more through Jordan Keane, the big centre-back, in stoppage time. They did get one back after that, which was a bit annoying, but we were completely dominant in this fixture and should have had 4 or 5 goals potentially. Very good performance. And it was kind of the exact opposite of that against Telford. We didn't create many shots in this game, but we actually created some really good chances from the number of shots that we did have, which enabled us to score 2 goals through Darren Stevenson back on the score sheet. I genuinely think he's got top scorer for us potential this season, and a good win away at a side in and around the playoff spots, or they were at the time anyway. And we then followed that with a dominating win over Lancaster in the FA Cup second qualifying round. Goal for Darren Stevenson, one for Jake Kirby from the penalty spot. He then missed another penalty later on. And Ashley Palmer own goal gave Lancaster their goal in the game. They had no shots on target, but they still scored a goal. You've got to give them something. And also, Bruno Bridges made his debut for the club in this game. Weirdly, I swear he was playing better than that before. He was on like a 7.2 at one point. Kind of weird that that's fallen down. Bit of a shame. Must have made some mistakes late on. Oh, I think the goal they scored probably put his rating down because it affects all defenders. Most importantly, all of that leaves us 4 points clear at the top of the league. Hereford actually did go on, I think, to win their first 7 games in a row, but they have now lost 3 games in a row since then. So they had a good start, but they've fallen away a little bit since then. Darlington, our opponents today, are right there in 3rd place and look like a real challenger in this league. Brackley, who started well, also in there with Chorley and Alfreton Town, who we beat in the last episode. Chorley, very good from set pieces. They lead the league with us for set pieces goals scored with 6 each. So we're doing all right on that one. Pontes has also signed a full-time deal with the club, which should keep him here for, I believe, I think it's 5 years actually, a 3-year contract with a 2-year extension available too. So that's really nice. Also, the board let me spend 100 grand on getting some data analysis facilities. They've already upgraded. It didn't take long. I guess it's because it's the first step. You've actually got someone. So we've hired a data analyst in James Turner, who will join us. He's pretty solid. So hopefully we'll get a little bit more information about players and the other clubs when it comes to the games, which should allow me to just make better decisions, hopefully. You might have also noticed that we have a new assistant manager, or you wouldn't have noticed it because it's the wrong screen, Matt. But yeah, I had to make the deal because Dave Conlon just wasn't giving me any advice before games, and I rely on that kind of stuff, whereas Paul Driver does have that knowledge. I think he's pretty solid. He's got a Continental A license, great working with youngsters, and just really solid mental stats, frankly. And also good, decent enough tactical knowledge that he could be useful in those positions. So Paul Driver, the new assistant manager of Stockport County. Oh, and we actually made a signing as well, this time on loan. This is Noel Mbo. He's on loan from Gillingham. We're not paying any of his wages, so it was basically a freebie for us. Now, the reason I was interested in this guy, see if you can guess why. He's 6'7". The man is a building, and I'm glad to have him here. He'll be part of our skyline with Ashley Palmer and Jordan Keane. But 6'7", this guy from set pieces alone could be an absolute dominator. So I'm going to move him into the position to win those headers, basically, because he's going to. He's only got 12 heading and 11 jumping reach, but he's 6'7". He's not amazing as a deep line forward, but he's still reasonably good. I did play him as a target man in one game, but it just wasn't working. So I switched him back to deep lying forward, and he still does a decent job in there. He plays the system relatively well. So the main thing is he wins those headers for us, which is super important when we're not playing that well to get some set piece goals. So match preview, we're actually the favourites for this one, only just, but we have started very well. 8 wins in 10. Can't really go wrong with that. No thumping wins other than the 3-0, other than the 2 live comms, really, which is quite impressive, really. Those are some of our best performances. Now, I know some of you would rather me use the fractional odds. The reason I use decimal odds is because that's what I use. I use decimal odds when I'm betting because it's just much easier for me to look at, unfortunately, and I'm going to use that because I can't read fractional odds at the glint of an eye. I need to be able to see the numbers, and it's much easier for me with this, unfortunately, so that's what's going to stay. Someone also mentioned that perhaps the reason that the team fluidity went from structured to flexible was because I potentially put the winger on attack instead of support, and that can be as much enough to change it, basically. So Pontes obviously won't be starting today's game. Back will come Elliot Kirby. Kirby, who's performing better in those positions? We can't use McCoy, which is annoying. Warburton, you know what? I'm actually going to stick with Jake Kirby for today's game. Give him a try out, except for some reason it's put McCoy in the team. So pretty happy with the lineup. And Bow, Stevenson, Kirby, DeMeo, Osborne, Turnbull, Duxbury, Palmer, Keane, Kebby, and Hinchcliffe. And on the bench, Ormerson, Mantak, Warburton, Bell, and Jordan Downing. Ormerson wants to leave because he's not happy about not getting enough football despite being a backup goalkeeper. Like, when you signed the contract, it says backup goalkeeper. What were you expecting other than being the backup goalkeeper? Unfortunately, him and Adam Thomas both want to leave, and I've said that I'll sell them. Which is a shame, but it will get some wages off the bill, and we can use it for backup players that understand what backup means. So we can now get an analyst report, which is so damn useful, my goodness. Now, whether I can understand this information, totally different topic, but at least we've got it. Players really do seem to be responding well to my team talks. And now look, is there any advice? There is advice! Ah, my goodness. Thank you, Mr. Driver. And we're good to go. This is a difficult one. Genuinely, like, most of the games we've played in livecom so far, I've expected us to come and win. Alfreton was a bit on the fence, but we did in the end. This one, I would take a draw. Frankly, it's an away game against one of our main rivals at the top of the league. If we got a draw, that'd be amazing. Kirby's ball in. Back post! Oh, it's an own goal. It's an own goal after just 3 minutes. A Jordan Nicholson own goal. That is the perfect start to the game, and we've scored from a set piece. Would you believe it? Kirby's ball in. I don't know who won this at the back post. It was actually Turnbull of all people, and he's tapped it into his own net, hasn't he? 1-0 away from home. Perfect. It's been a very boring first 17 minutes of this match, to be honest. Oh, we got away with one there massively, but we do still lead. Osborne looks over the top for Stevenson. This is where he thrives. Ball across and Bow! Good save, good chance. And I just struggled to say the word thrives. Right, back post. And Bow is unmarked. Kirby's ball, and Bo, oh, what a header. Can maybe get a cross, back post, Duxbury. Oh, now we're looking a bit better. Duxbury's ball. And Keane this time knocks it on. Osborne into the channel for Kirby. Can bring it down again. Can he find a cross? Stevenson! Again saved. Okay, you can say we've kind of played ourselves into this game a little bit now. We're looking much better. Doesn't mean we can get complacent, but we are looking a lot more likely. Oh, God. Oh, what a strike from Shola Ayula. That's kind of come out of nowhere. We were really in the ascendancy in this game. That is just a brilliant goal. Sometimes you just got to hold your hands up and say that was fantastic. We had most of the situation covered there. The fact that he's taken that first time as well. Hinchcliffe maybe could have done a bit better, but it is 1-1 here. What a strike from Ayula. You can't argue with that. Stevenson tries to look over the top. Oh, it's going to come back to him, though. Can he find a cross? Back post? And penalty? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Oh, I didn't get a chance to change the taker. Usually it offers you the opportunity. So who's taking this? It's going to be Turnbull. And it's a smashed penalty. 2-1 to Stockport. I don't know what happened there, so I can't tell you if that was a penalty or not. But we are back in front here. Good pen from Turnbull. Just smashes it down the middle. And it's 2-1 in a crucial away game. I'm pretty happy with that first half. I think we were the better side and deserved to be in front. Okay, it was an own goal and a penalty, but we've played well and created some opportunities. So I'm fairly pleased. If we carry on like this, the only chance we've really conceded to them was their goal, and that was a difficult one for them to take. I feel like there's more goals in this game for us if we just keep pushing. Looking long. They've got no one there. They're just hitting the ball straight to our defenders, and that's fine. Stevenson. Kirby's in a good position. He's found him. Great ball. Kirby. And Bo. That is beautiful football. Ball over the top. Kirby squares it, and Noel and Bo gets his first goal for the club. We're 3-1 up now away at Darlington. Yes! This is a sensational pass from Darren Stevenson. Just whips this with his right foot right over the back line. Kirby with the first time cross from the bylines, who just drips that across the box. And Bo, the tower of a man, scores with a low shot. 3-1 just after half time. Good. Ball in from Kirby. And Bo knocks it down. Osborne! Keane puts it in. It's 4-1. And this is what I was talking about. If you can dominate set pieces in games, sometimes you only need a few chances to score some goals. We're 4-1 up away at Darlington now. Kirby's ball in. I don't know if it was Bo that knocked it down. Yeah, it was. Knocked down. Elliot Osborne strike. Deflects into the path of Keane. And we scored another deflected goal. I understand how the AI were doing it now. Keane with another one. At 4-1, this game should be done. But we've still got to be careful. We can't get complacent. DeMeo over the top from Bo. He's through. Oh, and it's very nearly 5. Going to get Kebby off just because we want to rest him and he's on a yellow card. We're going to get Bell in there as well, and we'll leave the other substitution for now. I guess the point I'm making is there's more than one way to skin a cat. And, you know, in a game where perhaps you're not going so well, the ability to score a couple of goals from set pieces is so important. Kirby. Bell's got a bit of pace, so we could maybe get him behind here. He's through. Can he square it? Oh, could still. DeMeo! It's 5-1. Connor DeMeo with his 4th of the season. He is literally only 1 goal away from Cinco DeMeo. Okay, I think we're looking quite good now. The team have really got some cohesion together now. Bell does brilliantly. There's 4 Darlington defenders around him. Slips it through for DeMeo. It's 5-1 away from home, and we've deserved every bit of this game. My God. I think my face cam just died, which is a bit annoying. But hopefully you still caught the end of what I was just saying. Warburton on for Kirby for the final few minutes just to keep the game a bit tighter. Mantak's long throw, knocked down. Osborne, Bell, Palmer, of all people, and I think that's probably going to do it. Darlington 1, Stockport County 5. A top of the table clash between first and third, and we've gone away and won 5-0. An own goal, sure, a penalty, but then goals from Bo, Jordan Keane, and then Connor DeMeo give us a 5-1 victory. And I think we deserved it. I think 5-1 is a bit heavy in our favour, but what a second half performance to really turn that one on and fly away. Some of our live com games have been great. The 3 best games this season have all been live comms, which is really quite surprising, and expect that luck to change fairly soon. So there we go. We're still 4 points clear at the top over Hereford, who do get another win. But we're really starting to look like a team marching towards promotion at the moment. If we keep playing like that, I see no reason why we can't win this league comfortably. We're looking really, really good. So someone suggested the idea of doing 2 games in an episode sometime, and the reason I don't is because I want to make sure that you still get the connection with the players by seeing lots of games, but I also don't want the save to move too slowly and also not have time to talk about tactics as much. But we've got a game against second place Hereford coming up at home soon. So what I might do for the next episode is play the game against Chesham in the Cup off camera and come back and do Hereford and Blythe Spartans in the next episode. So you get a double live com, a bit more watching the team, and also we get to play the top of the table clash against Hereford on camera, which I think will be a bit more fun. So that's what I might do. I might throw some of these double live com episodes in from time to time when the fixtures suit it, essentially. So that's what we're going to do with that. So if you have enjoyed this episode, we've actually won 5 in a row in all competitions now, which is looking quite nice. Then drop a like on the video. If we could get to 400, that would be superb. And if you're new to the channel, and this is the first video of mine you're seeing, not drop a like, you can do that as well, but that'd be a bit weird. Then subscribe to the channel if you're new, that would be awesome as well. And I'll see you guys in the next episode for a double header against Hereford, and then away at Blythe, who are 7th. So another playoff challenge there. These are all some damn tough games. We come through this with wins, and you've got to start thinking that we're a shoo-in for promotion. But we can't talk too soon. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.